Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let's start analyzing Bank Nifty. If you look at the daily chart of Bank Nifty, in today's session there was a gap up opening. And also if we go to 15-minute chart, as you can see, Bank Nifty tried to go down and it took support near the level of 31,150. Throughout the session it tried to break this level, and as you can see, as illustrated by these three candles, it managed to go below 1,150 from to 31,045. So this particular level, the opening, the beginning of this extremely high bullish candle was taken as a support level in today's session. And in the later part of the session, you saw consolidation around the level of 31,350 to 31,300, which means that this should be a supply zone in tomorrow's session. If buyer comes in and push the price about 31,350, we can surely going to see levels up to 31,350. We can surely going to see the level of Bank Nifty going up to 31,456, which is high of this bullish candle. If you want to sell in Bank Nifty, I can see this particular level around 31,000. Let me see it exactly. 31,250 should be a decent support level, and if it gets broken in tomorrow's session, we can set our target to 31,150 to 31,022. So I hope you understood. As always, I say just go to 5-minute chart or 1-minute chart and look for the momentum which is getting established in early part of the session. You have to look for combination of candlestick as well as corresponding volume. It will tell you entire story. Now I am going to analyze Nifty 50. Let us go to daily chart once again. As here similar to Bank Nifty, Nifty 50 or Nifty was also had a gap up opening, and if we go to 15-minute chart, it tried to go down and found support at the level of 31 13,916 to 13,910, and throughout the session it tried to break this level, and this was a strong support level. In the later part of the session, you saw a pattern of higher highs and higher low, which means that Nifty 50 was trying to take down high or opening of today's session, which is equal to 13,977. So in tomorrow's session, the level of 31,000, 13,000 or 14,000 should be our entry zone. And if you want to sell, I do not see any selling momentum ensuing unless Nifty 50 goes below the market price of 30,940, and we should be squaring up our position around 30,890. Look for volumes in a smaller time frame along with the formation of candle. It will tell you entire story. I am emphasizing this point again and again so that you get to know about it and it goes into your mind, and subconsciously it will help you in analysis that what I am analyzing and on what basis I am doing my analysis, and whether it is right or wrong. Now it's time to see 4 stocks for tomorrow's session. First stock we have in the list is Grasim Industries. If you look at today's session, there was unprecedented bullish momentum. It was also backed up by expansion in the volume. If we go to smaller time frame, as you can see, there was a huge bullish momentum and the size of the candle for every single hour in today's session was expanding with each passing minute, which means that was a huge interest from buyers, and that level was 900. So either this level was going to get broken today's session, or this level will act as a strong entry point for buyers, and it happened that it act as a strong entry point, and buyers came in number. So talking about tomorrow's session, if we go to 15-minute time frame here, you can see the same story. If I again go back to daily chart, the current market price is 938.95. If Grasim Industries goes above 940 or 941, I can totally see it is going to challenge the high of this particular candle, which is equal to 954, and after that you might see some correction in terms of price booking. So 941 is the level to watch out for in the stock in tomorrow's session. Second stock that we have for tomorrow's session is Z. So if you look at the daily chart, there is a strong support level around 915 to 917. As you can see, volumes have not increased, which means that this level is not going to get broken, and this support is going to act as a barrier for sellers to push the price down. If we go to hourly chart here, as you can see, there was a bit of a bullish momentum after stock came down to the level of 217. So if this bullish momentum gets continued, as you can also see, there is a small resistance if you take into account last 7 to 8 hours. So if Z goes above the market price of 220, I can totally see a lot of interest from buyers, and we can see this particular level or high of this three candles going to get challenged. If I show you in 15-minute chart, you can see the same momentum, right? See the pattern. There is a pattern of higher highs and higher low, which means that buyers are positive that they are going to help this up rally, and this up rally is going to take out the high or previous high, which was 219 previously, and beyond that the high is around 221, and then after that 222. So that should be taken out in tomorrow's session. Third stock for tomorrow's session is Tata Steel. On daily chart, as you can see, Tata Steel is taking support around the level of 630 on a daily chart, as you can see. If we go to hourly chart, the support level is firmly established around 635 to 636. If we again go to lesser time frame, that is 15-minute chart, I can see a supply zone getting built up, or it is built up around the level of, let me see that, 638 to 639. So let us see how we can trade the stock in tomorrow's session. As you can see on a daily chart, we can draw a resistance line from left hand of hand of your screen to the right side, which is the current market price right here. So in tomorrow's session, if Tata Steel goes beyond 642, I can see the high of this particular candle, which is equal to 649 or 650, getting challenged. Look for 5-minute chart. Two things you have to look. You have to make sure that there is a decent sized bullish momentum illustrated by a size of the candle as well as corresponding volume. Another thing you have to look for is that you have to make sure that there is no prevalent bearish momentum. That bearish momentum is died down, even though size of the candle may not be strong enough for you to get a clear idea about that price is going to go up, but you have to make sure that you eliminate all the other possibility. The only possibility that should remain is that Tata Steel is going to go up. That's when you have to take trade. Last stock for tomorrow's session is Exide Industries. On daily chart, as you can see, just look at the case of higher highs and higher lows. Specifically pay attention to these two candles here. On Tuesday session you saw a huge wick on the bottom side. Also in today's session price went down, but it closed just near about the high of today's session, and there is a huge wick. This wick represented strong demand, which means that there are a lot of buyers who are buying at lower levels. If we go to hourly chart, a similar pattern you can see. The support, a strong support, which I can see is around 189 to 190, which means that stock is hesitating to go beyond 190. So in tomorrow's session, this particular breakout zone, if taken down, which is above 193, I can see stock going to 194 or even 195. I will show you what kind of pattern we saw in today's session in 15-minute chart as well. So this is the pattern. It went up, again it went down. So as you can see that how the pattern is perfectly aligned. So two things are going to happen in tomorrow's session. If we just go by 15-minute chart, either it is going to take support right here once again around 188, then it will go for higher level, or else it will just make movement above the today's high, which is above 191, so 193. So make sure that you take the trade carefully. Look for 5-minute chart. I always say look for confirmation. Do not be rigid. If you are flexible, that is where you are going to make money through trade, either it's swing trading or intraday trading. Now I will show you all the important levels. So as I always say, try to take position into two stocks. If you are not comfortable in two stocks, just choose any one of the four stocks. Basis your analysis. Just don't depend on my analysis. My analysis should act as a reference point for your analysis. And then set your target. Just follow basic price action pattern. Do not hear noise coming from outside that we need to use X number of or N number of indicator. That's not true. If you follow a simple trading system, you are going to make money for life. It is as simple as that. If you try to complicate the existing system with different strategies from people or from hearsay, then you are going to fall into a trap, and it will compel you to lose money and lose focus of what you wanted to do. Thank you for watching. And also one more thing, I'm going to share this calls in my Telegram channel, so make sure you become part of that. Thank you once again.